Good evening and welcome to TeeBee's Sunday Soul Show on this beautiful Sunday night. Down, there's my wee parrot. Oh, he's loud. He's loud tonight, my wee parrot. He's a noisy in the night. Hello, Julie and Ian over in the Pyrenees, Bonsoir. Is that how you say it? And David Marion. Good evening, Mr. John Grogy down there in Calder Valley in Termorden. Right, just lost it all there. Okay, wait a wee second. What was on? See the things you've got to do in life. These computers and everything, I'm not joking. Absolute bloody nightmare. Good evening, David Marion, and good evening, Georgie. Right, so we've got all that sorted. So we've got 47 tracks to play tonight, and first up tonight is our good friend Philip Kerr down there in Bridlington, and Philip has selected a fantastic record that I love playing out. It's called Eugene Record. A little number called Overdose of Joy. Good evening everybody, good evening Mr. Phil Story, how you doing Phil? Simon, down there in backup. Then I heard him say, he was this man is suffering from an overdose of joy. Lucky fella. This man is suffering from an overdose of joy. Lucky fella. This man is suffering from an overdose of joy. Now I'm on the council juice. I sense the presence of a lady, and sure enough, it was my baby. Sure is, Julie. It's nice to have you at the start of the show, Julie. Good job with the concrete. Loved it. And maybe you really need some rest. But baby, let me tell you the story about you. You and your boy. Good on you, John. Tim Knacker. Aye, he's a taskmaster, that you. Good evening, Philip Kerr. How you doing, pal? Good evening, Kath and John Birch.
This man was suffering from an
kicking off the show, the sound of Eugene Record and Overdose of Joy, and it was sent in by our good friend Philip Kerr down there in Brinnington in Stockport. Next up we go down to Anderton in Cheshire, where you'll find Mr. Colin Wignall, and tonight Colin has selected Ivan Matthias. It's called Somebody Knows How You Feel.
Somebody knows how you feel.
Come on.
Somebody knows, baby. Somebody knows, brother. Don't waste another day crying, no, no.
Good evening, Colin. I'm Betsy.
Another night, holding it all inside. Don't you think it's time to straighten it up and get it right? Never give up without a fight. There's no stopping what you got for you. Just use your mind, oh baby. Hang on, don't give up. Keep on looking, looking up. Somebody knows how you feel, yeah, baby. Hold tight and look around when the world is bringing you down. Somebody knows how you feel, yeah, baby. Don't be a foolish child. Make all you do worthwhile. Got a lot of love.
Good evening, Stevie D, over there in Belgium. How you doing, Stevie?
All your fears away to a brighter day. All you got to do is work it on out, come rain or shine. Whenever it knocks, you know you're fine. There's no stopping what you got. You just lose
Good evening, Julie Holdsworth and the Dewsbury Soul Patrol. Ada and Harvey Lee, how you doing, guys?
Somebody knows how you feel, yeah, baby. Hold tight and look around when the world is breaking you down. Somebody knows
Hi, Stevie.
yeah, baby. Hang on, don't give up. Keep on looking, looking up. Somebody knows how you feel, yeah, baby. Hold tight and look around when the world is breaking you down. Somebody knows how you feel, yeah, baby. Life's too short to worry about the things that just don't matter. Trust your heart and know that everything will turn out better. Take your time, you will find a brand new day is near. Hold your head up high and know that life will be here saying somebody knows how you feel. Hang on, don't give up. Keep on looking, looking up. Straighten it up and get it right, yeah, baby. Hold tight, look around when the world is bringing you down. Somebody knows how you feel, yeah, baby. Hang on, don't give up. Keep on looking, looking up. I know how you feel, yeah, baby. Hold tight, look around when the world is bringing you down. Somebody knows how you feel, yeah, baby. Hang on, don't give up. Keep on looking, looking up. Somebody knows how you feel, yeah, baby. Hold tight, look around when the world is never you down. Let somebody know how you feel, yeah, baby. Hang on, don't give up. Keep on looking, looking up. Somebody knows how you feel, yeah, baby. Hold tight, look around when the world is never you down. Somebody knows how you feel, yeah, baby. Be alright, don't give up. Keep on looking, looking up. Somebody knows how you feel.
Thank you, Julie. Share the stream, guys. Don't be shy. Press the little share button. Let the world know we're playing soul music for the next 3 hours on TeeBee's Sunday Soul Show.
Hang on, don't give up. Keep on looking, looking up. Somebody knows how you feel, yeah, baby. Hold tight, look around when the world is bringing you down. Somebody knows how you feel, yeah,
Ivan Matthias and Somebody Knows How You Feel, sent in by our good friend down there in Anderton, Mr. Colin Wignall. Fantastic record. Next up, we go down to a place called Stoke-on-Trent, where you'll find a lovely couple. And here is the gentleman of the couple. Mr. John Birch has selected Mr. Johnny Taylor and If I Lose Your Love. Thank you, Dave. Good evening, the fantastic Johnny and Jilly Wood down there in Barnes. How you doing, guys? Put your glasses on, Georgie. John Kidd down there in Cleethorpes. How you doing, John? Johnny Taylor and If I Lose Your Love, sent in by a good friend down in Stoke, Mr. John Birch. Next, we go down to Cleethorpes, where you'll find a fantastic gentleman who's just back from Soul in the Reef, had a fantastic time. I believe Mr. John Kidd tonight has selected The Contours, and it's so hard being a loser. Good man, Johnny. I know you won't give in, pal. Mr. Jeff Campbell's in the house. How we doing, Jeff? You're welcome, John. Yeah, fantastic record by the Contours, and It's So Hard Being a Loser, sent in by our good friend down in Cleethorpes, Mr. John Kidd. We now move down to Northampton, where you'll find Mr. Dave Bibby, and Dave tonight has selected the great J.J. Barnes, and that's the price I'll have to pay.
I know I have to share you with someone else, but until I find a way to make you love me too, baby. Oh, I love you so much, honey. You know it hurt me to see play or feel, but it's worth all the heartaches that I feel. If it's the only way I can kiss you now and then, baby. I want you so bad now, baby. How long must I go on being a part-time lover? How long, baby, is it gonna take for you to discover? Oh, I know I'm the only boy for you. Yes, I am. Even though my little heart is breaking in two, but until I find a way to make you love me too, oh, yeah. I've been paying this price, like a baby that lost his toy. You know that I love you so much, baby.
And the man himself, Mr. J.J. Barnes, and that's the price I'll have to pay, sent in by our good friend Dave Bibby down there in Northampton. Next we go to a lovely place called Cricketh in North Wales, where you'll find a lovely lady who goes by the name of Lil Jones. And Lil and Elwyn have been to their sons today, and they're driving back, so they will get the show on catch up. And the lovely Lil Jones tonight has selected the Maybury Movement, and two wrongs don't make a right.
Too long,
care of herself. Michelle's not feeling well. She's away to bed, so she'll get the show and catch up. That's the great thing about TeeBee's Sunday Soul Show is if you're not feeling well or if you're away doing something or going on a night out, you can always get the show on catch up on my YouTube channel, which is usually posted roughly within the hour after the show. That was the Maybury Movement and Two Wrongs Don't Make a Right, sent in by the lovely Lil Jones over there in Cricket. Next up, it's a man who's got his youth club 3 before 8 tonight, Mr. Mike Dunn up there in Broxburn. I don't know if Mike's away the now over in Alicante on his bowling trip, or it's maybe next week, I don't know, but he's another one that is abroad at the moment, and I don't know if he'll be able to get the show, but as I say, they can always watch on catch up. And tonight, Mike's choice, is Black Market Brass. It's called If I Do My Own. If I Do My Own, yes. It's a brand new release, just released last Friday. Bit of an African feel to it. Africano soul, you know what I mean? Yes, got that element in it as well, Groggy.
Give me some soul.
Think you've been fishing down all day, Johnny? Good evening, Mr. Martin Taggart's in the house. Sending a love to Lucy. Hope the extension's going well, Martin. All week, Johnny. Been much the same up here, pal. Keep the farmers happy. I've been looking at holidays, Johnny. Believe it or not. Yeah, very similar. Grogy, I do agree with you there. Black Market Brass, and If I Do My Own, sent in by my good friend up in Roxburn, Mr. Mike Dunn. Next up, we go down to a place called Backup in Lancashire, and you'll find lovely Leslie and Simon Napa. Leslie Lanks, we call her. And her real name's Leslie Weir, just in case you wanted to know. And tonight, Leslie and Simon have chosen Larry Saunders, a little number from 1974, called On the Real Side.
Listen to the music, makes you get up on your feet, Lord. That's how groovy, baby, you are to me. Correct me if I'm wrong.
See that, Johnny?
I've been wanting you for oh so long. You got the power to keep me going strong, baby, on the inside. Yeah, I wanna make love to you, baby, on the inside. Yeah, there's nothing I wouldn't do for you. Let me make one thing very clear. I'm not the ordinary type of a guy who gives you up for your love
Time for a beer, Chloe.
and then throw you aside. Girl, consider me. I put the world at your feet, Lord. If you would only consider I'm a man and you're a woman. That's not very hard to see, baby. On the real side, yeah. I wanna make love to you, baby. On the real side, there ain't nothing I wouldn't do for you.
No, it's your feet.
No.
Julie loves a bell. I want your picture on top, Georgie. Good evening, Mr. Ian McDonald's in the house. How are you, Ian?
Hi everybody, cheers!
Cheers, everybody. Best buying beer. Tune Tech Spot.
Good.
That was Larry Saunders and On the Real Side from 1974, sent in by the lovely Leslie and Simon Napa down there in Backup. We go back to cricket over in North Wales, where you'll find the man of the house, Sir Elwyn Jones, the greatest carpenter in Wales. This is Willis Wooten. It's incredibly delicious. Go and get some bog rolls, Johnny.
The thing that turns me on is fine on mine. Your life is refreshing as a breath of fresh air. What the rest of the world has, I don't care. The way you do the things you do fills me to my soul. That's the kind of action that makes for your man. Your love is indescribably delicious.
Probably would, Johnny, yes. She might sneak in one night.
The way you do the things you do, fills to my soul. That's the kind of back girl that makes a young man. Trying to do level, learn to run like that. You got to take me and show me where it's at. Your love is indescribably delicious. Your love is absolutely delicious. So what you got for me, baby? Show what you got for me, baby. Show what you got for me, baby. Show.
Willis Wooten, and your love is indescribably delicious. Sent in by a good friend down there in Cricket, Mr. Elwyn Jones. Next up, we go up to a place called Dundee, where you'll find the gentleman of the house, Mr. Dave Bennett. Tonight has selected celebrities, and you didn't tell the truth.
You told me you love me. You told me you care. You said you'll always be true, no matter what.
Well, she loves you, Johnny.
You told me you'd stand by my side. You said you would always be mine. But now that you have gone away, your promises are strange. You can tell the truth. Tell the truth.
You're welcome, Dave.
Tell the truth. Tell the truth. You can tell the truth. You can tell the truth. Well, baby, when you love me, you made my life seem so bad. I still want you, baby. With your love, I had nothing to dread. Why did you have to lie?
Good evening, Mr. Robert Furness and his lovely wife, Lynn, down there in Ossett.
Tell the truth. 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 You told me you'd stand by my side. You said you would always be mine. But now that you have gone away, your promises are strange. You can tell the truth. Tell the truth. You can tell the truth. Tell the truth. Oh, baby. You can tell the truth.
Good evening, Susie and Keith Key and Little Maisie Moo up there in Dunfermline. Long drive today, pal, but you're back home. It's a good thing. That was the celebrities, and you didn't tell the truth. Sent in by our good friend, Mr. Dave Bennett up there in Dundee. I'd like to thank you all for all your smiley faces, all in memory of little Kyle, who sadly passed away. Next up, we go just over the water to a place called Trequia, where you'll find the lovely Fluff and Matt Johnson. And tonight, Fluff and Matt have selected the Shalimars. Stop and take a look at yourself. No more. Tell him, Q. Cheers, love. Dave Haycock. It's okay, you're allowed to be late on this show. Hope you're well. Great sound of the Shalabars. Stop and take a look at yourself. Sent in by Fluff and Matt Johnson. Next up we go down to Skegness. And mentioning Skegness, we have, I think, 30 or 40 tickets left for the big Skegness Weekender. So that's over 700 tickets sold for the big Skegness Weekender at the end of January, beginning of February. So any of you guys out there in the Soul family that have not got your tickets yet or your accommodation for that event, it's going to be a fantastic event. I told the promoter, Russ Wills, that the live bands themselves would sell out this event, and we've got over 30 DJs that's going to be playing at 3 events all over Skegness at the weekend. So for all you late guys, maybe decide, and usually January's a horrible month, and right at the end of January we can all go and see each other at Skegness and a weekender. So you'll find how to get tickets and all that. It's on the pages, on my page and on the Soul Family page. Anybody needs any information, just give me a bell. Next up we go down to Skegness for a fantastic guy called Mr. Dave Rimmer. I'm looking forward to meeting Dave and Val at the Skegness Weekender. And tonight Mr. Dave Rimmer has selected Bernice Holland, and I've got to love you. I love you too, Dave. You're welcome, Dave. Good evening, Kerry and Susan, up there in Berican. Looks like you had a good night last night at the Declaration of Soul in Arbroath. Yeah, I've seen the videos, Terry. It looks good. We were planning to come up and see you at last night, but it was my mate's big birthday party, and we've been invited out to that last night, or I would have come up. But I'll definitely be up, because I know Walter, a good man. Holland and I've Got to Love You, sent in by a good friend Down there in Skegness, Mr. Dave Rimmer. Well, it's 1944 and we're only seconds away before it's 2:15. And as you know, on TeeBee's Sunday Social, at 7:45, we do a youth club, 3 before 8, where we pick one of the Soul family members to choose 3 tracks from their youth club era, or youth club tracks he heard at the youth club, whatever. And tonight, it's my good friend from Roxburn. And Mike Dunn has been one of the originals. There's loads of originals still with us from day one. And me and Georgie were just tallying things up today. And next year, in the month of August, we will be I've been doing this show for 10 years. And it's good to know that there's quite a number of guys and ladies that are still with us and been with us since that day, a way back in August in 2016. And Mike Dunn is one of them. And Mike Dunn tonight has selected his 3 youth club tunes and also give us a little story. So here we go. So please refrain from posting while I tell you the story. It won't take long. Mike says, "Hi Tam and the Soul family. The youth club tracks for me would centre around something that happened at school. There had been a debate within our class as to what music was best, either rock or northern soul. So to debate this further, one of our religious education classes was turned over to this with a record player, and people brought in to play tracks from both genres. The northern soul tracks that were played by these guys that I can remember will be my choices for my youth club 3 before 8. And here is number 1. Sound of Linda and the Funky Boys. It's called Sold My Rock and Roll for some funky soul.
You take me so high, yeah, when we're making
Sure is, Leslie.
I don't wanna lose you. Stay the way you are. Love you so hard, love you all the time. You take me so high, yeah, dancing on the cloud. Tried so hard to please
Thank you, Grogan.
Give you all I got. I need you so, honey. I need you. I need you. I need you. I need you. So my rock and roll. Give it the funk soul. Show it to the Lord above me. Just how much I love you. So my rock and roll. Got it the funk soul. Do everything you want me. Oh baby, just for you.
Linda and the Funky Boys and Soul My Rock and Roll for some funky soul. It was Mike's number one track that you can remember from a way back in his school days, and that was a long time ago for Mike, as well as it is for us all. And it's great that you can remember these tracks. Number two is The Exciters and Reaching for the Very Best from 1975. You're listening to Mike Dunn's Youth Club 3 before 8. This is number two. Yeah, the great sound of the Exciters and Reaching for the Best from 1975 was Mike Dunn's number two on his Youth Club 3 before 8. And you would think, well, Northern Soul's going to win this hands down. But unfortunately, the rock guys won. The rock guys won the vote. And they played the likes of Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon, and those type of records. And that's why the rock won the vote. But it's just lucky that all us people were not in that class, because we would have voted, especially when you hear Mike's third track, which is one of the classics, Northern Soul classic from Mr. Dean Parrish. It's called I'm On My Way. Thank you, Mike. think he's over in Alicante.
You today, then you're gone tomorrow.
We'll get your CD out to you this week, pal.
You're buzzing round the garden like a bee around the flower.
And Mike's story will go into the collection.
You've done it before. No, can't take it anymore. Here I go. I'm on my way. Out of your sight. I'm on my way. Off of my mind. I can't get you again. Ain't gonna cry when I'm ready to die. I'm on my way.
3 fantastic tracks. Well done, Mike. Love them, man.
Heading for the life of the city, gonna spin around. Find me a big city woman, gonna flick this town.
Marco and Lady Fiona. Good evening. Bristol Chris. How you doing, Bristol Chris?
I'm on my way to the city.
Good evening, Marco and Lady Fiona.
Baby, I'll give you everything I ever had to give, and now I'm gonna live. Here I go. I'm on my way out of your sight. I'm on my way down off of my mind. I can't get you again. Ain't gonna cry when I'm ready to die. Baby, I'm on my way. Going to the city, gonna find me a girl.
Brilliant. Fantastic 3 tracks from my good friend Mike Dunn up there in Broxburn, currently in Alicante. But he'll get the show and catch up. The only problem with the catch up is I'm going to have to try and find a way where I can put the comments on the screen. There must be a way I can do it, and I'll start talking to some tech heads and find out how to do it. Because if you're watching the show back, you won't see all the comments, and especially the likes of, you've got your Youth Club 3 before 8, I like you to see all the fantastic comments that people have put up. It's great, and that's what keeps the show alive. So I'll have a look into that and see if I can put just maybe down the other side, down that side, down that side. If I can put them down that side, just the comments, I'll try and see if I can work it out. So next week's Youth Club 3 before 8 comes from one of our young members of the Soul family, and he goes by the name of Mr. Martin Taggart. Now I know Martin's here, so if Martin can just confirm that he knows that he's got to pick 3 of his Youth Club tunes from his era when he was a youth. He's probably still no far off a youth, but he's been busy doing his extension at the house, and if you can get me those 3 tracks no later than Saturday, be all the better. I just come off the show last week, and Mike Dunn had the 3 tracks sent to me already. So I love the forward planning. If you've got the 3 tracks in mind, or you're thinking about it and you've got a little story to go with it about the tracks or about your youth or your youth club, whatever, and you can start planning it, writing it out now, saving it somewhere on your devices so that you can send me it, and it saves you a lot of hassle. I don't want to give you, I know I'll give you a week to do it, but it's better if you do a bit of pre-planning like Mr. Mike Dunn done. Very nice. So the other thing I was going to mention was the Secret Santa. Now, I'd like to thank Ian MacDonald and also Steve Ledbetter, who this week sent in £20 each for the Secret Santa. And the Secret Santa is now up to £290. Now, we're going to struggle to reach our target of 1,000 because we're usually well away ahead by now. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an auction next week. I'm going to have a mystery box. I'm going to buy stuff to auction. But if any of you guys think that you have something that is worthwhile, no youth clubs when I was a lad. 40 is young, Martin. Believe me, 40 is young. Just when your youth days, in your teenage years, what kind of tracks you were listening to, just send them. It doesn't have to be soul. I can take that. I've took that off the paper now. You can pick any tracks you like from your youth club era. Anyway, so we're going to do an auction next week. I know Johnny sent me some records. Lovely David Marion have got some photographs that they'd like to put up for auction. And if you think you've got something out there that's going to be worthwhile to put up an auction, then let's do it. Let's try and see if we can get some funds together for the Secret Santa. And because as I do every year, I end up buying loads of stuff, and especially for the mystery boxes, and then it costs me an absolute fortune. So if you can help by sending in something that may be worthwhile to put up as auction, and if it's something like records or something that's I don't need you to send me them. What I ask you to do is, if you can send me pictures of them, what you'd like to put up for auction, then what I would do is I'll put the pictures up for the auction next week, and the people who has got the auction items then post them out to the person that wins the auction item. Because many moons ago, me and Georgie were spending £200 and £300 posting out all these auction presents, because they were all sending them to us, and then we were having to send them out to the auction winners. So we do it differently now. Anyway, if you're happy with that, then let me know. And if there's any guys out there, especially the likes of our good friend Robert, who does some fantastic paintings that have made some great money on this show. And I know Elwin has sent me a message that he's very busy doing spoons at the moment, but he's going to do something very special in the new year, and we'll put that up for auction as well. I've also got a lovely photograph from Jane Price, who does all these beautiful photographs for the Northern Soul Weekenders. I've got that to put up as well. So, please, let's see if we can get near our target. Because I'll run it till about 20th of December. And as I say, you can donate anytime to my PayPal or my bank. You just send $5, $10, whatever you want. All you have to do is put in Secret Santa when you send me money, and it will be added to the total. Keep it in mind, guys. Next up, Mr. Keithy K. He's been driving all the way from Ullapool, and then he had to drive to Edinburgh to pick up his lovely wife, Susie, and then back home. So he's had a bit of a drive today, but he says he's just managed to get a copy of this, Mr. Fred Hughes, and I keep trying. From Keith K. up there in Dunfermline.
Try so hard to understand it. How you keep giving me love, second-handed.
You're welcome, Keith.
Leaving me in a frame of mind, I can't help myself. I'm at your wheel, and when you want to, you in the arms of someone else. Could it be for your heart's protection? Another love.
The Viper Six.
It could you down my hand that hold you when we're together. I see you feeling, you try too hard. I keep trying to understand. I keep trying to understand, baby. So many times you test my heart to see how much it breaks, and I
shoulder. Get back in. Pete Smith, he's the man, like. I got a couple of Pete Smith today as well. Yes, there's, I mean, out of all the vinyl dealers up and down the country, they've got some great ones like Dave Pinch's and Pete Smith. And if any of you guys out there are really looking for proper original records, then these are the two guys that I go to that you can trust. They will send you out your records, never have any problems with them. Next up, we go down to Birmingham. And Mr. Rob Farr and his lovely wife Teresa are out tonight with the family, but he says we'll get it on catch up. This is Jazzlin Little. Remember her from, what was it called again? Oh, I can't remember. One of those Simon Cowell shows. This is her version of I Will Survive.
Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with goodbye?
Good prices as well, Terry. And honest with the conditions as well.
I could never live without you by my side. And I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong. But I grew strong. I learned how to get along. And so you're back from outer space. I just wanted to find you here with that sad look upon your face. I should have changed all the lies. I should have made you leave your key. If I'd have known for just 1 second, you'd be back to bother me. Oh, now walk out the door. Just turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with goodbye? Or did you think I'd follow? Did you think I'd lay down and die? Oh no, not at all. I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. 'Cause I've got all my life to live, and I've got all my love to give, and I will survive. Answer is yeah, 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 yeah. Do you wanna know? Do I
X
need
Factor.
you? No.
That's what it was.
No, 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 no. I will survive.
Jazzlin Little and I Will Survive, sent in by our good friend Rob Farr down there in Birmingham, the reggae man himself. Next up, we go away over to a lovely place called Cartagena, where you'll find the man of the house, Mr. Marco Hudson. And Marco Hudson tonight has selected Full Flavour featuring Dee Johnson. He's been on the show quite a few times, but a great record. It's called Too Much, Too Late. Man, Corky, how you doing? You Chaz tired? Journey home? Good enough. It's a cracker, that's Marco. Cheers, pal. Thank you, Georgia. Tommy loves you.
Great tune so far, guys.
Chill time, Donna. Babies are away. You've been missing them already. Good evening, Mr. Jeff Campbell. Full Flavour featuring D. Johnson and a number called Too Much, Too Late. Sent in by the man himself, Mr. Marco Hudson, over there in Cartagena. This next track comes from the lovely Marion Bennett up there in Dundee, and it's a cover version done by the lady of the moment, I believe, who goes by the name of Brooke Coombe, and this features Miles Kane with a Womack and Womack cover of Teardrops. She done this 4 years ago. Nice one, Donna. You're welcome, Manny. She's added some dates to the tour for next year. Newcastle, Nottingham. She's all over the place. So check her out if you get the chance to go and see her. Fabulous singer. From 1978, Johnny.
Reminds me, baby, of you.
Good Greece. Good evening, Mr. DJ Ralph down there in Hampshire. How you doing, mate? And she's also at the wardrobe in Leeds, yes, you're correct, Julie. Martin and Lucy are going to see her in Newcastle. We're all going to Barnsley to see her. Send it up for the auction time. Room featuring Miles Kane and their version of Teardrops from 4 years ago. And as I say, she's added so many dates. She's going to be a busy lady next year. So if you get the chance to go and see her, she's all over the place. So you'll probably catch her somewhere near you. But tickets all went on sale on Friday. So check her webpage. I think I put it up on my page, all her new dates where she's playing. But if you need to know, just send me a message and I'll find it for you. Because she is the lady of the moment. And I've been watching so many stuff of hers. I watched a podcast that she done. She's really hilarious. I'm not joking. That broad Scottish Dalkeith accent with loads of swear words in it. A bit like myself. But I love her. Next up, we have, guess who? She goes by the name of My Wee Pocket Rocket, Julie Holdsworth. And she sent in a request. And she's found this. And she says, oh, I love this tar. Brand new record. This is Victor Ray, called You and I. Good evening, Mr. Alec McBride, down there in Ashby. Send our love to the lovely Pat. She'll be all tucked up in bed.
No perfect storm that could pull me away from your touch. We could crash through the sun, watch the clocks come undone. It don't matter when I'm next to you. If this has to end, I'd love to stay forever, even if I find up every angel in the sky. If this is the end, let's have this dance together. Hold you in my arms until the stars don't lose their light. It starts with you and I. Slow down, eyes on me.
Julie loves him.
When
Victor
you're
Ray.
stuck in the moment.
Victor doesn't know it yet.
It's like the whole universe only exists. Take my hand.
Good evening, Karen Elizabeth.
Follow me.
Trying to think, is that
When you
yes, is that my Dunn's sister? Or is
I
it?
can spend my whole life shooting bullets
Can't
at
remember
time
this.
just to spend one more night next to you. If this has to end, I'd love to stay forever, even if I find a
One of the soul family sisters.
angel in the sky. If this is the end, let's have this dance together. Hold you in my arms until the stars don't lose
Sure we
their
should.
light. It starts with you and I.
See if we can get them in put in touch, Julie. Victor would love you, Julie. Everybody loves you, Julie. Mike Dunn's sister. Thank you, Karen. I knew you were one of the soul family members, sister. How's Mum? Is she okay?
If this has to end, I'd love to stay forever, even if I find a every angel in the sky. If this is the end, let's have this dance together. Hold you in my arms until the stars don't lose their light. It starts with you and I. You and I. You and I.
Victor Ray and You and I, sent in by a lovely lady, little Julie Holdsworth, down there in Dewsbury. And it's brand new. But we have one monster tune up picked this week, and it will be coming up at 8:30. Next up, we go to the man Fergie, Stephen Ferguson, who is also out tonight because he was going to maybe go to the Bridgington Social Club, as well as going to see his, I think it was his son who was DJing somewhere in Hyde. And he says, I'll get the show and catch up, Tam. But he says, if you can play this Ray Pollard record for me, called Take Me Back, I'm sorry.
Although it's plain that we're through,
That's no problem, Jane. You're allowed to be late on the
my
show.
stubborn heart.
Hi, Jane and Tom.
Loving you, I miss your love so badly, it's a crime. If only I could make you change your mind, I'd get down on my knees with my heart in my hand.
Pollard and Take Me Back, I'm Sorry, sent in by our good friend Stephen Ferguson, better known to us as Fergie, down there in Stockport. Next up, gorgeous Georgie, sitting in the living room, drinking as much Tennent's lager as she can put down her throat, smoking as many 1,000 fags a minute, and dancing away, has tonight selected Mr. Bobby Story, and it's called If Every Man Had a Woman Like mine. Like you, sorry. If every man had a Georgie, you'd be a happy man. Let me tell you. Love it. It's soul, baby.
Every man had a woman like
For about 15 quid a packet, Alex.
every man would feel like I do. Yeah.
I don't smoke that many. Not as many as she does.
Wake up every morning feeling proud. Even though I'm shouting out loud. Love you, baby. Love you, baby.
Thank you, Groovy.
I really love.
And she's a lucky lady.
Yeah, baby. Every man can witness your love. Every man can know where I'm coming from. You make a man anxious to make another day, so he can rush home to you all the pain. Just a strong girl. Just a strong girl. I'll never leave you alone, baby.
Alec, can you please remind me of what your record was, your request was for tonight? Assume I've lost it. probably put it in a different folder. So if you could just remind me, Alec, please, what your request is for tonight.
Every man had you for a mate, and very seldom you see that's a bring it on home. He have no desire to do no wrong. Every man
Good on you, Grogie.
had a woman.
Yeah, £15 a packet, Alec. Just message me what your request was for tonight, Alec, please. I was out and I had a skinful last night. I knew I'd make mistakes tonight. Good man, Alec.
You see, I looked everywhere, baby. I can't find nobody. I can't find nobody like you.
Yeah, I like that. Bobby's story, and if every woman, every man, sorry, had a woman like you, me Georgie, the world would be a better place, as our Johnny would say. Littler won the darts, and I went back to other look. Trust me. Anyway, moving on, and next up we go down to a place called Glossop, where you'll find the man of the house, Mr. Pete Dunkerley, and Pete tonight has selected Shirley Brown, no relation. And she says, who is Betty? Betty was my mum, actually. Ma Brun, we called her. Betty Brun.
Found an old love letter.
Wish you could sing like that, my mother.
How the chef addressed
She loves her Motown.
to the one I love. I smiled and read it to myself. The words were just so beautiful. My eyes filled up with tears. Each line was filled with passion. Things a woman needs to hear. It said how much you needed her, and that you always would.
Next up we have a monster tune.
And no one else could make you feel the way that she could. I read the last paragraph, and I'll never be the same. It closed, I love you, Betty, and Betty's not my name. Who is Betty? Where did she come from? How did she get inside of your heart? Why is she tearing my world apart? Who is Betty? I wanna know, why do you need her? Why can't she find a man of her own? How long has this been going on? I sat there in silence, disbelief and total shock. My heart
Thank you, Alec.
ripped
Got that, pal.
in pieces. Oh, my stomach tied in knots. There are no words that can describe the hurt and pain I felt, and the thought of you leaving me for her just scared me to death. How could you let this happen? Tell me, how could you do this to us when it all
house. Hi Fergie, how you doing, mate? Shirley Brown and Who Is Betty, sent in by our good friend Pete Dunkley down there in Glossop. Now, we're a wee bit late with the monster tune tonight, but the monster tune comes from one of the Soul family. And tonight, the monster tune that I love has been picked. It's a brand new track, it was just out on October there, just 3 weeks ago. And it was sent in by our good friend Mr. Robert Furness down there in Ossett. And I just adored this as soon as I heard it. This is the Machine Soul Collective. It's called Bowl Me Over and Spin Me Round. Listen to this. I love it. Well done, Robert. Your track will go onto the CD and you will receive a free CD of the Monster Tunes.
You still bowl me over. I see us walking slow through summer air, sunlight dancing in your hair. Every glance a melody, I swear
Welcome, Robert.
that only you and I could share. I whisper secrets to the wind at night. They come back wrapped in morning light. Your name
Cheers,
hums
Al.
softly through the trees. Every note brings me to my knees. It's a gentle kind of thunder.
This is a real record, it's not AI.
There's something in your love that keeps spinning me round. Bowl me over, baby. You lift me from the ground. There's something in your touch that breaks me down sweet. I lose my balance, lose my cool when your rhythm finds my beat. Oh, it knocks me off my feet. It knocks me off my feet. We're lying under stars that never fade. I trace your silhouette and shade. Every breath a symphony replay like vinyl in the sweetest way. You find the part of me I hide and pull it gently to your side. In that quiet, sacred space, our souls remember every fade. Every word you say's a slow perfume, lingering deep in the room. There's something in your love that keeps spinning me round.
I love it.
Roll me over, baby. You lift me from the ground. There's something in your eyes that rewinds my time. Every beat you give to me becomes a sacred rhyme.
from the one and only Mr. Robert Furness, and that was the Machine Soul Collective and Bowl Me Over, Spin Me Round, which goes into the Monster Tune CD. And as I say every week, all you have to do is, if you look up the new tracks that are being put up on YouTube and things like that, then if you find one that's within the last couple of months and I listen to it and I like it, I will put it in the Monster Tune CD collection. And once we get to 2024, around probably 20, because there's a lot of tracks that are quite long. So if you get a Monster Tune, then you will get a free CD sent out to you with all the Monster Tunes on that CD. Next up, we go down to Ashby, and we will find a fantastic gentleman who looks after his lovely wife Pat. Incredible man. Goes by the name of Mr. Alec McBride, who has selected Ruby Andrews. Remember her? And she's got a bone to pick with you, Alec. Great idea, Joe. I think we'll get a catch up after the show. Different tonight on the TeeBee's Motown 3, coming up at 9 o'clock. Ruby Andrews and I Got a Bone to Pick with You, sent in by our good friend down there in Ashby in Scunthorpe, Mr. Alec McBride. Next up, we go down to Widnes, where you'll find the man himself, Mr. Corky Caw, who's just back from doing Boots and Braces over there in Tenerife. So they had a fantastic night, and Corky has selected Ricky Allen, and I'm a real thankful man. Because I've got shares.
When good time loving means much more than pride. And don't you ever change, for I'm a real thankful man. If I may change, as people sometimes do, I hope that change, my baby, will bring me closer to you. I hope you never change, for I'm a real thankful man.
Love it, Corky, love it. Whistle Brothers.
Oh yeah, I'm a real thankful man. I say you ain't gonna be with me. I'm so thankful. Oh, I'm so thankful. You know I'm a real thankful man, and I wanna show my appreciation.
Ricky Allen.
I wanna show you.
And I'm a real thankful man. Sent in by the one and only Mr. Cocky Cord down there in Widnes. Next up, we go to Turmorden, where you'll find a fantastic gentleman who goes by the name of Mr. John Grogan, better known to us as Grogy. And Grogy tonight has selected an instrumental. Very unusual for Grogy, but it's a good one. From the Frank Pop Ensemble. This is called The Catwalk. Done some great records that one. I know you do, Johnny. Me too. Phil was on earlier, Fergie. I don't know if he's still there. I will check. No, Phil's away, Fergie. Good evening, lady. Thank you for your donation towards the Secret Santa. I've sent you out your stick, pal. The Frank Pop Ensemble and The Catwalk, sent in by my good friend John Grogan down there in Turmorden. Next up, the lovely Rochelle MacDonald up there in Blair Logie. She's not been feeling well, so she was going to go to bed early and she's going to get the show on catch up. And tonight, Rochelle has selected Teddy Douglas featuring Pauline Taylor. This is called Don't Turn Your Back on Me, because Tommy's going upstairs for a pee.
Keep you right by my
never told us he was going for a pee. But he's so disrespectful. Love it, Johnny. Only proper DJs tell you when they're going for a pee. Kenny Douglas featuring Pauline Taylor and Don't Turn Your Back on Me, sent in by the lovely Rochelle McDonald up there in Blairlogie, and I hope you feel better soon, Rochelle, and I hope you enjoy the show on Catch Up. Next up, where are we going? Yes, as we do every week on this show, we always play a memory tune for a fantastic lady that we all wish was still here with us today. But four arseholes decided otherwise when they stole a lorry and mowed this lovely lady down when she was out doing her walk. And she goes by the name of Jackie Wilman. And her big brother Johnny, better known as Ginger Johnny, sends in a track every week in memory of the lovely Jackie. And tonight he has picked another fantastic monster tune from the Northern Soul stable, which is Hoagie Lands. And the next in line, Yellow Love Hearts Only, Robert. You thought it's fast tonight, Robert. That cold must be getting a hold of you, mate.
Who's gonna be the next in line to be fooled and left fall behind? I wouldn't want it any other way, baby, because just gotta be me now. Yeah, I gotta have a chance to hold you. And after it's all over, baby,
More good, Johnny.
my friends are gonna say, man, I told you, but still, I wouldn't want it any other way, baby, because just gotta be me. Lord, just gotta be me. Yeah. And they say that loving you may be hazardous to my health.
Julie's still there. Julie's still there. Come on, woman.
I like to make them wait, Julia. Whoa!
Thank you, Johnny. Tommy loves you. Hoagie Lands is your Justice for Jackie tune this week, and the next in line. Thank you for all your fantastic love hearts, yellow love hearts only, when we do the memory tune for the lovely Jackie Wilman. Next up, we go down to a place called Hull, where you'll find a fantastic couple. They go by the name of Phil and Donna Story, and the lady of the house that looks after all the grandkids and does everything in the house, while Phil's away in the North Sea, is the lovely Donna. And tonight Donna has selected Lloyd Price.
And the moon was yellow.
It's called Stagger Lee.
Leaves came tumbling down. I was standing on the corner when I heard my bulldog bark. He was barking at the two men who were gambling in the dark. It was Stagger Lee and Billy, two men who were gambling.
Fantastic record. Lloyd Price and Stagger Lee, sent in by the lovely Donna Story down there in Hull. Next up, my good friend Big Al. Big Al Kennedy down there in Leeds has selected Johnny Guitar Watson, and this is called South Like West, another instrumental. Next up, TeeBee's Motown 3. Something different tonight. I'm a Bledger Junior. I'll play your tune next year, and if you'd just like to stay up for that, pal, and then I'll do the Motown 3. I know you're away early in the morning. Johnny Guitar Watson and South Like West, sent in by our good friend Big Al over there down there in Leeds. Next up, he's got to go to bed early because he's off to Croydon tomorrow, and he goes by the name of Mr. Ian MacDonald. We've got an Alec Mac and an Ian Mac, and they both come from Ashby in Scunthorpe, and they both worked on the, what do you call it, the steelworks. And tonight, Ian has selected Francis Nero. Keep on loving me. Welcome, Big Al. It was a bad watch, Groggy. Francis Nero and Keep On Loving Me, sent in by my good friend down there in Scunthorpe, Mr. Ian McDonald. And safe journey to work tomorrow, pal. Will not be long till you retire anyway, Ian. So we now come to, it's 9 where we have TeeBee's Motown 3. And what I do is I dig into the vaults of Motown and I find tracks that have never been played on this show, that are unreleased tracks or album tracks that you've probably never heard before. And we're going to kick it off with a man that can make a saxophone sing. Goes by the name of Mr. Junior Walker and his All-Stars. And the 3 tracks on tonight's show on TeeBee's Motown 3 are all instrumentals. Thank you, Ian. This is called Soul Darling from 1968, unreleased Motown. Thank you, Joey. Thank you, Johnny. A man who had, and his band had a fantastic career at the Motown era a wee back in the 60s, and the great thing about Junior Walker was he toured over here and he played at the Wigan Casino, I think 2, maybe 3 times at the Wigan Casino, and he was loved by everyone. He made some absolutely fantastic records, but that there was unreleased, and I think it's a great instrumental. Here's another great instrumental that has probably eluded a lot of people that love their Motown instrumentals. This is a band called the Mysterions, and the name of the track is called Hot Sausage. Listen to this. Love it, Kitty. Martin. Very unknown, and I don't think they done a lot with Motown, but absolutely love that. I mean, the big thing about instrumentals from the Motown stable was obviously the brain freeze, the Funk Brothers, sorry, and they were the instrumental guys, and they were the backing band for a lot of the tracks that were made at Motown, the Funk Brothers. But these guys were coming along and making these fantastic instrumentals that probably Berry Gordy just didn't accept at the time. He wanted the vocals of the likes of the Supremes and the Martha Reeves and the Vandellas and the Smokey Robinsons and the Miracles, and obviously Stevie Wonder and Marvin Gaye. But these guys made these tunes and they were never released. And you play that out now at any Northern Soul event, and as Fergie says, it'll fill the floor, because people love these type of instrumentals. And this one is a cover version, but made into an instrumental by another very unknown man who done a lot of instrumentals for Motown. He goes by the name of Mr. Jonah Jones, and you will recognise the tune, which was released by The Temptations. It's called Get Ready. Sure, well, bigger. I would have won the vote, Johnny. You sure were, Fergie. Put that on the B side of the cover. Yeah, he was the main man on the bass, Mr. James Jameson. Good night, Leslie and Simon. Have a played your track? I did that, yes. Thank you, Joy. Thank you, Johnny. I thought I'd played some crackers before. It's good to know you all love it. So that concludes, I did play it, thank you, Leslie. That concludes our Motown 3 for tonight, and 3 instrumentals from the Motown stable that were all unreleased from 1968. And great fine stereo, isn't it? And as I say, I'll maybe put 2 of them onto a carver, and because I'd love to play them out at one of the big soul weekenders. Just to see what kind of reaction you get, because people, they've never heard these tunes, you know. Everybody's playing all the normal Motown, or the commercial Motown, as I like to call it sometimes, because these were Motown tracks that were put into the top Billboard 100 and things like that, and made the charts over here. But I like the idea of people listening to these type of new instrumental tunes, especially from the Motown stable. So I'll probably do that this week, and you'll probably hear them tunes sometime in the near future. Next up, we got one of the most loveliest ladies in the world. She goes by the name of Susie Kay. We all love Susie Kay, and we all love Susie Kay because she picks some of the most incredible tracks for this show. And I am just so happy to have a file of, I don't know how many it is, maybe 300, 350 tracks that Susie has picked over the 9-10 years on this show. But when I listened to this today, I thought, wow. And that's Susie's go-to word, wow. This is Laverne Baker, and it's called That's All I Need.
Two arms that I can turn to, that's all I need. Two lips that I can run to, that's all I need. Someone that I can tell my troubles to, that's all, that's all, that's all, that's all I need. Two eyes in my
That's All I Need.
That's all I need.
I know Linda Heathcote and Phil Story. I love all Susie's tracks. They're not the only ones. Corky, Rob Fat, and their main man, Easy Boy, they all love tracks.
That's all I need. That's all I need. I don't need a fortune teller to tell my troubles to. I'll never have trouble as long as I have you. One love to stand beside me.
Go on, Susie.
That's all I need.
You're back, Susie.
One heart to always guide me. That's all I need. One who will always love me and treat me tenderly. That's all. That's all. That's all.
That's all.
I need.
That's all I need, just give me to one that I can turn to. That's all I need, give me two lips that I can run to. That's all I need.
Good night, Robert. Take care, pal. Hope you feel better soon, pal.
Beside me.
We love you, Robert.
That's all
Send
I
our love
need.
to Lynn.
One heart to always guide me. That's all I need. One who will always love me and treat me tenderly. That's all.
Love her
That's
voice.
all I need.
Fantastic. Laverne Baker, and That's All I Need. Another amazing tune from the lovely Susie Kay up there in Dunfermline. And if you ever go to the Bridlington, probably the best Northern Soul weekender in this country, and probably in any country, then you will always find the likes of Susie Kay, Linda Haycock, Phil Story, and they'll all be in that R&B showroom, because some of the tracks them guys play in that room is unbelievable, and that's probably one of the tracks that they should play. Fantastic from Susie, I love it. Next up, the lovely Jane Blundy Thompson. I don't know if she's still there, but her and Tom's moved house. In the middle of her and Tom moving house, Tom ends up in hospital, and I don't actually know what was wrong with Tom. I didn't get the gist of it. I just seen a photograph of him in hospital. So I hope Tom is sounding well now. And Jane and Tom, as I say, are moving house. So they've been really busy. So they've not had time to get the tracks on the show. But she's back today. And the lovely Jane has selected Donna Combe. Your Love's Too Strong.
Sweetness of your kiss is still on my lips, and I still feel the touch on your fingertips. Now I know
still there, Jane?
You're the only guy for my love.
Probably still taking stuff out of boxes. You know what it's like moving house. I've not done it, but I wouldn't have liked to do it.
First I ignored you, but true love I never tasted. And all the times you call on me, and the time in love I wasted. Now I know I was too shy for me. You're the only guy for your love. It's too strong to turn away.
Oh, your love is too strong. Looks a great venue. I'll definitely be up next year, definitely.
I said your love is just too strong, and no, I just can't turn away. I said your love is just too strong, and no, I just can't turn away. I said
Donna Coleman, and your love's too strong. Sent in by the lovely Jane Blundy Thompson. And let's hope that Tom's okay and they managed to get everything sorted with the new house and everything, because they're a fantastic couple and we've had the pleasure of staying down at Jane and Tom's in their old house. Next up, the lovely Mags Barlow and Mr. Tiny Barlow are at one of the charity dues, Blackburn Oldies, today. It looks very busy. And the lovely Mags has selected Luther Vandross, one of the ladies' go-to tunes. Well, a number called Never Too Much. We're probably the same, Johnny. I love her wee house.
Love me, you are my shining star, my guiding light, my love fantasy. There's not a minute, hour, day or night that I don't love you. You're at the top of my list, cause I'm always thinking of you.
That sounds good, Jerry. Keep me informed. We'll definitely come up to it.
How I spend my day dreaming, planning how to say I love you. You must have known that I had feelings deep enough to swim in. That's when you opened up your heart and you told me to come and oh my love. 1,000 kisses from you is never too much. I just don't wanna stop. Oh my love. A million days in your arms is never too much. I just don't wanna stop. Never too much, never too much, never too much.
You want to get the ladies on the dance floor? It's the type of record they play.
Woke up today, looked at your picture just to get me started. I called you up, but you weren't there, and I was broken hearted. Hung up the phone, can't be too late. The boss is so demanding. Open the door up, and to my surprise, there you were standing. Who needs to go to work to hustle for another dollar? I'd rather be with you, cause you make my heart.
I wouldn't imagine what your mood would be like, Johnny.
And I'm so glad that
Especially that
we've come a long way.
bleak
This
garage.
is only the beginning.
Yeah, the man himself, Mr. Luther Vandross, and Never Too Much. And you know, the lovely Mags and Martin are always away, and they're fantastic supporters of what Rod Clegg does for his charity stuff down at Blackburn Oldies. And it looks a fantastic venue, and it's also well supported. So hope they had a great time. Next up, we go to Liverpool, where you'll find another great friend, Mr. Stevie Ledbetter, who had selected the great Etta James. A little number called Tell Mama. Yeah, he decided to leave Big Al.
She wasn't worth all the time that she spent. She had another man throw you outdoors. Now the same man is wearing your clothes. I want you to tell mama.
Nice to remember that, Georgie.
Tell mama what you need. Tell mama.
They were good nights, ladies' night, the boys' nights. The lads' nights, I think it's called.
She would embarrass you anywhere. She let everybody know she didn't care. Give me a chance, I've been begging you. I'm not gonna take care of you. I want you to tell mama, alright. Tell mama what you need. Tell mama what you want. Tell mama what you want right now. Tell me.
Brilliant record. Etta James and Tell Mama, sent in by my good friend down there in Liverpool, Mr. Steve Ledbetter. Next up, we go back to Stoke, where you'll find the lovely lady, the lovely Kath Birch, who has selected the Dells. Little number called Run for Cover. Classic.
That's why I'm running.
What's the size, 60? That's a lady's size gun. Told you you stay away from them on summer parties. You end up getting lifted. Fantastic track. The Dells and Run for Cover. Sent in by the lovely Kath Birch down there in Stoke. Next up we go back to Cartagena, where you'll find the lady of the house, the lovely Lady Fiona, who tonight has selected Chanel. You know this track. This is called My Life. Yes, cheers, Big Al. At the, what do you call it? The what does it? The wardrobe, yes. That's why I've got John. She stops me from getting dementia. The wardrobe, thank you, Julie. Yes. I'll have a look out. They might come down, yes. Stevie, you and Jane.
It is not the things you do for me, how you make me feel. It keeps me wanting you. You can't know, not just yet. Won't you close by my side? When love's this good, it's hard to find. I love you, and you're always in my life.
Really nice, I love it.
All I'm thinking now, I just wanna hold on to the love I find. Not just yet. You can't go. Won't you go? Yes, by my side, by my side. It's hard to find. But I love you, baby. Always in my life, my life.
Chanel, My Life, sent in by the lovely Lady Fiona over there in Cartagena. This next one comes from a lovely lady from Glossop who goes by the name of Carol Dunkerley. And Carol has selected the great Gloria Gaynor. I used to love playing this tune. This Love Affair.
Check it out, check it out. This love affair. Check it out, check it out. This love affair. One that's on the money, two temples stride. Three, we've got each other, so there's no need to hide. Honey, this love affair has got me where I want it. This love affair, I'm so proud to own it. Oh, this love affair.
Well done, Jeff. That's what I was thinking. Crusader Street Life. And it's got that feel. We've got a great connection, me and you, Jeff.
This love will never fade, 'cause it's a miracle. There ain't no doubt about it.
tickets out. I'll send you the money down for the tickets. We'll go to the wardrobe and Leeds.
This love affair is under love's protection. Oh, this love affair is in the right direction. This love affair is under love's protection. Yeah, this love affair. They say, baby, they will guide me. Ooh, our love will never fade. Oh, no, no. This love affair, 'cause it's a miracle. This love affair. Oh, ain't nothing about it. This love affair. Yeah, yeah, I got to talk, got to talk about this love affair. Ooh, this love affair. This love affair. Check it out, check it out. This love affair. Check it out, check it out. This love affair. Our love will never grow. Ooh, I'm gonna keep it now. 'Cause each and every day I'm gonna get with you. Ooh, baby, this love affair. This love affair. We got ourselves a rest.
Yeah, the fantastic Gloria Gaynor and This Love Affair, sent in by the lovely Carol Dunkley down there in Glossop. Next up, we go back down to Hull, but he might be in the North Sea because he works on the rigs. Fantastic gentleman, goes by the name of Mr. Phil Story. We have selected Dennis Edwards. This is called Johnny on the Spot. And his second name's not Wood.
When you need me anytime, baby, don't you hesitate. Just call my same old number and then just wait. Give me just a minute or two, I'll be right there to see about you. See about you, baby. Just like Johnny on the spot. Just like Johnny on the spot. Just like Johnny on the spot. Oh, that's me. Hey, hey, oh, baby. Hey, hey, yeah. No need to
You're welcome,
be
Phil.
oh so loaded.
Yeah, what? Yes.
Just call me darling, oh, yes, and I'll be on the run.
Go and tell him, Johnny.
Give me just a minute.
Where is it spot?
I'll be right there to see about you. See about you, baby. Yeah, I'll be just like Johnny on the spot. Just like Johnny on the spot. Just like Johnny on the spot. Oh, that's me. Hey, hey, oh, baby. Hey, hey, yeah.
In the control room, Phil. You're in your happy place.
I give that just as fast as light. Girl, if you need
Yes, I remember it well, Johnny. Fantastic spot, pal.
that's what they call me. Give me just a minute or two. I'm running to rescue you. Just like Johnny on the spot. Just like Johnny on the spot. Just like Johnny on the spot. Hey, 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 when you need me, baby, just let me know.
Johnny on the Spot by Dennis Edwards, and sent in by our good friend who's currently in the North Sea until the 25th, Mr. Phil Story. But the good thing about Phil is He's also in the control room, and you can listen to the show while he's doing his job. Fantastic. Next up, we go down to Prairie Hill in the West Midlands, where you'll find another fantastic couple, the lovely Linda and Dave Haycock. And tonight, the lovely Linda has selected the Estimations. And Don't Go Kissing My Baby. Gave this record away. Wish I hadn't now. Yeah, I know, Phil. And it's not the kids' road.
She may be lonely, but you know that she's my one and only. Oh, I cry each and every night that she ain't by my side. When I have to go away.
You're welcome, Linda. Love to Dave.
And I can't help but wonder if she thinks it's alright.
Sold out already, Al. God almighty. 2nd April. Go. It's unbelievable how these shows sell out like that. Unbelievable. Let me know if you get tickets, Al, and I'll send you the money down, pal.
But she knew that she my one and only. Oh, I'm crazy about big girl in a show all the time. But it breaks my heart to have to go away. And I know baby's coming, every day will be just fine. I go home to my baby, I stay with her all the way.
Julie's on the couch. We're having a party at Jane and Al's that night. Julie loves an after party. Yeah, she's all over the place. All the way from Canada, sound of the Estimations and Don't Go Kissing My Baby. I hope Jethro Jones has still got that record, because I sent it over to Jethro many years ago, and they used to send me promo copies of them, and it was a time when I was just doing digital and I didn't do the vinyl, but I wish I'd got it back now. But Jethro will make good use of it. Next up, we go up to a great place called Brecon, where you'll find the lovely Terry and Susan Watson. Terry's tonight has selected the fabulous Pet and With These Eyes.
It may take me a minute tears before I get home to you, but if it takes
Julie. You have to go to the waiting list. We're only waiting sale on Friday.
Baby, just watch my eyes. You know the right way, and my misery of life with you. 'Cause I'm ready, make that trouble. Please, hey baby, I'm gonna cry. Yes I am. I'm gonna cry until
Fabulous Peps and With These Eyes. The production on it didn't sound too great. I don't know if it's maybe the version I've got. Probably sounds a lot better than vinyl. Terry will tell me that. But it sounds a great idea about their Broth Weekender that Walter Preston's going to do next year. And keep us informed, Terry, and we'll definitely come up. And hopefully we maybe get Susie and Keith and Mike Dunn and that also to come up for the Weekender. Maybe even Rochelle. The Scots will probably come up for it because he's a nice guy, Walter. Next up, we go down to Nottingham where we'll find Mr. Jeff Campbell. And Jeff tonight has selected the Ultimates. It's called Girl, I've Been Trying to Tell You.
Girl, I've been trying to tell you just how I feel. I'm for real. And I'm not trying to sell you another dream.
Oh, is it, Keith? I thought that.
There's no in between when you find the one you've been waiting for. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. And I'm here to tell you you're the one.
Only got two more requests to do. One from Mr. Martin Taggart and the other from Mr. Tom Thompson. Cheers, Terry.
Can't you see
Susie and Keith over there.
that when you're near, I leave all my cares behind? Don't be so blind. The signs of love say you are mine. Oh, baby. Let's stay together, rain or shine. I can't find the words to say what you mean to me. Just like the lonesome bird sitting here in a willow tree. Yeah, baby, yeah, yeah. Girl, I've been trying to tell you just how I feel. I'm for real. And when you're near, I leave all my cares behind. Together we'll find the rainbow right around the bend. Oh, baby. It's happiness and sunshine till the end. Tell me.
I think everybody at our age, Ali, during the winter we'll get the flu at one stage anyway. Probably feel better soon, Tom. Nice, love that. The Ultimates and Girl I've Been Trying to Tell You. Sent in by a fantastic gentleman down there in Nottingham, Mr. Jeff Campbell. We now go down to Carlisle, where you'll find the BT man. Very busy, building an extension to the house. Goes by the name of Mr. Martin Taggart, who has now selected another Northern Soul classic from Mr. Nolan Porter. Keep on, keeping on. From Mr. Martin Taggart. One more request to go from Mr. Tom Thompson. If I've not played your request, please tell me now.
Your baby's been out there now.
You're welcome, Martin.
People dying on the ground. Gotta keep on, keeping on, no matter how hard it is. Gotta keep on, keeping on, no matter how tough it gets. Gotta keep on, keeping on, no matter how hard it is. You gotta keep on, keeping on, no matter how tough it gets. Hey, keep on.
I mean, you're pissed already, Keith.
Keep on, love, yeah. Keep on, oh, keep on. I think I hope it's a new day. Keep on, keep strong. When the goal gets kind of rough, yeah. Oh, let's get on up. Real slow. Don't let it get you down. I stand up and on up, my wife. Gotta keep on, keeping on. Yeah. Gotta keep on, keeping on. You gotta keep on, keeping on. Keep on, baby. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Keep on. Whoa, whoa.
Like we all did, Martin. In our young days.
Hold your head up high. Keep it on. You gotta keep on, keep it on, no matter how hard it is. You gotta keep on, keep it on, no matter how rough it is. You gotta keep on, keep on, keep on. You gotta keep on, keep on, keep on.
Yeah, the great Nolan Porter. Keep on, keeping on. Sent in by the BT man himself, Mr. Martin Taggart, down there in Carlisle. Next up, and the final request for tonight's show comes from Mr. Tom Thompson. And hope Tom is a lot better now and out of hospital. And Tom has selected Hank Jacobs. It's called Elijah, Rockin' with Soul. Raves in my day, yes. Organised raves and everything. Some of the best times of my life. Jacobs and Elijah, Rocking with Soul, sent in by our good friend Mr. Tom Thompson down there. Well, it used to be Nuneaton. I don't know where they are now. I've got their new address. I can't remember if it's still in Nuneaton. But we ain't going to see Rick Astley. Can't?
Well.
No, you're not. I'm not going. I'm not a big Rick Astley fan. You can get down the train, Georgie. Right. So that concludes all the requests for the evening, guys. Once again, thank you for all your fantastic records. But as we do on TeeBee's Sunday Show, we always finish with the greatest record ever produced. But I love doing remixes of that great record. And this is another fantastic remix. Thank you, Tom and Jane. By a guy called Purple Disco Machine. This is the great Marvin Gaye and What's Going On. Disco-fied. I thought you were choking up. George, you bought it though, did you? Thank you, everybody, and please remember Secret Santa. If you have anything for the Secret Santa auction next week, please send me details, message me photographs so we can put them up on the page. Thank you, Johnny. Take care, pal. We don't do tune of the show now, Al, because we scrapped what do you call it, out of the box and stuff like that, so you're allowed to pick anything for the show now. So we don't have a tune of the show, we have monster tunes. Good night, Fluff. I'll probably pop round on Wednesday if I'm off, Fluff. I'll give you a text. Thank you, Dave. See you next week, pal. Cheers, Phil. You too, pal.
To bring some love in here today. Yeah. Father, we don't need to escalate. War is not the answer.
No problem, Johnny. That's cool, pal. Okay, Fluff.
You know we've got to find a way to bring some love in here today. Oh, pick it lines, pick it signs. Don't punish me with brutality. Talk to me so you can see. Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah, what's going on? Oh, what's going on?
Good night, Big Al. Take care, pal. See you soon.
Yeah, what's going on? Oh, what's going on? Oh, what's going on? What's going on?
Fergie. Good night, Donna. Take care. Good night, Alex.
Everybody thinks we're wrong. Oh, but who would they to judge us? Simply cause our hair is long.
Good night, Johnny.
Oh, you know we've got
Sleep
to
well,
find a way. Bring some understanding here today. Oh, oh.
Thank you, David Marion. Take care, guys. Love you guys.
And make it sense.
Good night, Julie.
Oh, what's going on?
Thank you, Julie. I love you.
What's going on? Yeah, what's going on? Oh, what's going on? Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah, what's going on? Oh, what's going on? Oh, what's going on?
Good night, John Greeno.
What's going on?
Over there in Canada. How you doing, pal?
Oh, what's going on? Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah, what's going on? Oh, what's going on? Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah, what's going on?
So it's a good night from me and her, who is Gorgeous George. Good night, Marco and Lady Fiona. Thank you, guys. As I say, let's get some cash in for the Secret Santa. Just remember to put Secret Santa when you're sending cash to my PayPal or my bank. If you need details, just send me a message and I will sort that out. Another fantastic night. Fantastic tunes. I just love the diversity of all the tunes that have been played tonight. And it's all down to you guys. As our good friend Dave up in Dundee said, I'm just the knob twiddler. And I look forward to meeting you all on a Sunday night. So you all take care until next week. We love you guys. Good night.